And once again, thank you all for coming, Curtis and Loretta.
Yes, indeed, I tell you. You know, this is great. You know, we can all get together and maybe we can just create a nice, peaceful space here tonight.
That's
together.
what we want.
I see people we've known for decades and people I don't know but dearly love already, you know. Absolutely. So, let's see. And, you know, this is an interesting concept for me because I play by ear. I taught myself how to play everything I play. And people think I play them, so I must, right? Yeah, that's what I figured. But now there's this concept. I mean, people ask me, do I read music? That's kind of insulting. I can even spell it most of the time. It just seems like it would be a lot of trouble to do that. But Loretta is doing it, and she's always kind of done it. Now she's really doing it. That's part of what this concert is about. And bringing out this beautiful, historically significant late 1800s Lyon and Healy concert harp, too. It's been in our living room, and with the help of the
Minnesota State Arts Board.
I knew that. Yeah, we've been restoring it through the years, but now it's all ready to go. And it turns out it's a fabulous instrument as well.
It is. It's from 1898. And we'll talk more about it as we go along.
And that's the positive stuff I have to say about it so far. Yeah.
What's the negative is it weighs like 90 pounds or something.
Yeah, I'll get to that later.
All right. Well, we're going to start off with one of my songs that I wrote. And we'll get on to a couple of the other...
Good time to lift the world, don't you think?
Yeah. I'll get into some other ones that I learned for this harp a little bit later.
All right.
Check. We good?
Neil Dimmick, our lovely sound man, who you will applaud with absolute abandon later on, is doing a fabulous job here. He's scurrying and getting all this set up. Lift the world.
Get this closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All my gold may slip away and my karma come to pay. I might just wake up someday and see the bit part that I played. But when the day is all through, nothing more that I can do. One thing I have learned is true, I turn, there it's always you.
You lift the world from my shoulders, spin it gently, turn it over. You set it down out of the way.
Just like a dream, the world fades away.
Just like a dream, the world fades away.
I may travel near and far, sail the seas to Zanzibar. I might just walk out the door and be content in my backyard. But when the miles are said and done, when the races are all run, I meet you in the setting sun, and there we walk as one.
You lift the world from my shoulders, spin it gently, turn it over. You set it down out of the way.
Just like a dream, the world fades away. Just like a dream,
The world fades away.
trials may come to torment me, break right in without a key. They may all demand to be my eternal destiny. But when the worries and the cares get too much for me to bear, you look each one in the eyes just like that. You cut them down to size. You lift the world from my shoulders,
Spin it gently, turn it over. You set it down out of the way.
like a dream, the world fades away.
Just like a dream,
the world fades away. Just like a dream, the world fades away. Just like a dream, the world fades away.
So, anyway, I bought her a fabulously wonderful, very expensive Christmas present.
Wasn't this harp? Because we've got this
Well,
for
yes.
several years.
Yeah, I see. How long have you been playing harp now?
Like 36 years.
I've been carrying harp for 36 years.
You're such a nice guy.
And this Christmas, we were afraid, we bought it, we said we better buy one now. These harps are made in France. And we thought, well, they might get more expensive for some reason,
Things coming from overseas. It's called a K-Mac brand. Not this one, but a smaller one.
And we're very traditional, woodsy type people, but these things are made out of
carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. Instead of weighing like 45 pounds, they weigh like 18 pounds.
18 pounds.
And she still thinks I bought it for her.
It's wonderful. It's like the soundboard is wood, but the rest of it is carbon fiber. It's black, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Actually, a great sounding harp. Too.
Yeah. So it's like the two extremes of harps. This one is like I think we figured out it's 5 feet 10 inches tall.
Well, I know. So, many of you have heard us play before, and we have this discussion a lot. Will there be any harps in heaven?
Well, yeah.
Harp has this ethereal sort of illusionary sort of concept that you will play them in heaven. We did this show in Alabama one time, and right kind of adjoined to a NASA installation. All the people that did this folk show were all retired space scientists, rocket scientists. Yeah. And I asked them what they thought about that, and they told me that absolutely for sure it was going to be, when you got to heaven, it would be ukuleles. They said, yeah, if you're going to cruise around, for eternity, trying to tune a harp, you might as well just use the ukulele. So we're going to do this song that Loretta wrote called Will There Be Any Harps in Heaven, which pursues this concept, this universal question. Yes, indeed.
Of course, sir. Of course.
All right.
We'll talk about the harps later and how they work. And my teacher is here. They've been taking lessons from the whole year, and another harpist. So I'm really nervous. But but anyway, it's a lot more going on than in a Celtic harp, and we'll talk about that later.
Do we have any guitar players in here?
Oh yeah, half of them at least.
Yeah. Wow. This sat in our living room forever. That is a 1948 D18 and a 1946 0018.
This harp?
That's what I had to sell to buy that harp.
We got this years and years ago, but it needed a lot of work.
That's 2 Martins worth there.
Anyway, there we go. Harps in heaven.
Any harps?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Will there really be harps in heaven? Will it get me in through the back door? Will Gabriel say, since you already played, come on in, that'll even your score? Will there really be harps in heaven? When I tell Peter I can play, will you say send it by when you lay the CD and we'll get back to you someday? Will there really be harps in heaven? Will my harp were a golden ground? Will they hire someone from down below to carry the thing around? Will there really be harps in heaven? Will my fingers fly like the wind? Will they magically know every key ever written without any practicing. Will there really be harps in heaven? Will he say, play that harpy thing? Will he only let me play glissandos while the choirs of angels sing? Will there really be harps in heaven? Will the harp wear a golden crown? Will they hire someone from down below to carry the thing around? Will there really be harps in heaven? Will they play on the streets of gold? Or will they say that little Celtic thing will never earn you wings? Will there really be harps in heaven? When I get to the pearly gates, will they say every agent call us? There's no opening at this date. Will there really be harps in heaven? Will the harp wear a golden crown? Will they hire someone from down below to carry the thing around? And will they hire someone from down below to carry the thing around?
Now, Loretta is going to take a step into the ether, whatever it is. You know, that last song now, I've been having this repeating dream, and there I am. There might be harps in heaven. I can see that because I've been having this dream there I am, and I am approaching this huge gate, and up top there's this guy looking down at me with a really great beard, you know? And he's like got this piece of paper, and he's looking at it, and he's looking at me, and he's going, "Oh no, tisk, 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 you didn't, you know." And then it gets down to the bottom, and it says, "Carried harp for 57, make it 67 years, you know." And the gate begrudgingly creaks open, and they let me slide through. Oh, yeah.
So I was going to ask, I think I just saw Doug go back down the steps, but I was going to ask him if there's any more light at all. Did Doug, is this all the light we can have? Can I have any more light or not? Can you, because I can't see the strings very well. I don't know, I think he's going to turn something else on. I think I'll just be able to look him through it then, but maybe it'll help.
Kind of in an unlit area.
I know, I'm in a real dark area here.
Tried that at Delano's. Everybody who's been to Delano's. One time I almost electrocuted myself. I
Yeah,
had
and
this black thing.
that shines on my face, that doesn't help. But I need to see this. So this is as bright as we can have it. Can you turn on like the kitchen lights or something, or the bar? Sorry, I just can't see. The harp players are going, yeah, I know. Yes, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
No, well, not when I'm playing the harp.
Much prettier, much prettier.
All right. Here's an old song. I bet you'll recognize it. Thank you. So Curtis didn't learn all these songs with me. Yeah, so we mentioned the State Arts Board. I get this grant because this harp was just sitting in the corner of our living room. Our neighbor came and saw it and was like, it's been sitting there for years, but it needed some restoration and restringing and everything. So the Minnesota State Arts Board gave me this grant, and I need to read this because we don't have a printed program. Loretta Simonet is a fiscal 2025 recipient of a Creative Individuals Grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota. Yay you! Yay you! Thanks to a legislative appropriation by the Minnesota State Legislature and a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts. Yay! We love the National Endowment for the Arts. So I'm going to, from now on, I got to use sheet music. Curtis and I was played by ear. Years ago, when I was learning Celtic harp, I learned how to read music, but I kind of let it slide. So anyway, this is one called Pavon. And my harp teacher is here. She's going to do a duet with me, Hannah Flowers. She's right there. Raise your hand, Hannah. She taught me how to play concert harp. And so this is one she found for me to play. It's called Pavon. It's a French song. Let's see. And so we'll talk about this more later, but there's pedals on the bottom. You may have seen me with the Celtic harp moving levers, and you can sharp each string a half step. But with the concert harp, you can sharp or flat, so get in any key and do anything during any song, but there's 3 positions for each pedal, so it's intense.
It's, for you guitar players, it's like the world's most complicated capo.
Yeah.
It's got 1,250
It is.
moving
All these
parts,
little parts are moving
and
up here.
300 adjustment screws or something like that. And so it's just like the capo I use on my guitar. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. I wanted you to know this.
It is, like, when you do the pedals, it's like all these little things are moving to get sharp or flat. So all these, they're like little capos. So. All right, Pavon. Thank you. All right, Curtis. All right, we're going to do another one now. Curtis, thank you. Yes, you're back. Yeah, yeah. So when you're getting in different keys, the highest on this pedal, I don't know if you can see from back here, but each one like that, there's 3 notches for each pedal. There's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but they're not in order. But anyway, there's some on the left and the right. And so the highest position is flat, so that's got the least tension on it. And then you go down to the middle little notch, and you get that notched in there, and that's natural. And then farther down is the tightest, so that's the sharp note. So when you're playing, you've got to be doing the feet at the same time. And those 2 there are really good at this. Hannah Flowers and Stephanie, they are amazing.
Well, it's just a whole different,
A whole different mechanism.
a whole different thing than the concert harp. I'm very proud of you. for delving into this. Yes, indeed.
That kind of crazy. But anyway, well, let's do another one I wrote. This I wrote a long time ago.
You know, I have to say, this is hallowed ground, this ginkgos, but I just figured out it's a hard place to tiptoe. I mean, these floors, it's like, you know, I had floors in my house growing up like this. My house was a hard place to tiptoe too. Ask my mother. Anyway, okay.
You were trying to sneak around, is that what you're saying?
So, yeah. All right. We are folk musicians, and our goal in life, besides world peace or just town peace or states' rights or anything like that, is to get people to sing along together. Yes, indeed. And so you will be rewarded if you sing along on this song. And you know, many of you have heard this before. There's many different ploys that we can use as folk musicians to get you to sing along. We could sing a song that everybody in the world, even China, knows, you know, like Oh Susanna or something like that. And you think you just look dumb if you don't sing along. You know? I mean, you know, but people won't sing along, and they'll wait until into the song, and then I go one more time. And I've seen this a million times. People go, oh, you know, one more time. Okay. And then they start singing. And then if you're a folk musician, you know another 10 verses. So you keep going. But if you sing along on this song, it will be like receiving a free medical procedure. Yeah.
And isn't that why you came down tonight?
Free medical procedure.
You better tell us what it is, Curtis.
Appendectomy. No, it's you see, this is a perfect setting, you know. It's like, you know, you get people that might be a little bit apprehensive or something, and you get them all together in a room with people they might know a little bit or don't know at all, and they all sit there and they complain from the depths of their soul until they realize at some point what they're complaining about is very likely their own fault, you know.
You know what that is? I know, I've been there. It's called group therapy.
Group therapy. And of course, it's real expensive unless you come to a Curtis and Loretta concert and sing along.
It's included in the price of the
Now, the next step of being a folk musician is to teach you your part. And then you repeat it to us, and then we play the song. And we stare at you every time the chorus comes around, okay? Now, you have to memorize this, okay?
And some of you already know this.
Yeah, you got to memorize it.
All right, so we'll sing it for you,
Here's your part.
then we'll practice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget the moose, okay?
And I see some ladies that are young ladies back in the back. Now, you guys would be perfect to get these adults to sing this na-na-na-na-na-na. So we're counting on you to help us out back there. We'll come from this direction, you come from that direction, and then we'll get them, okay?
Right.
And this is called, do we have any lawyers in the audience?
Yes.
Any incognito lawyers?
I'm not going to point them out.
We won't point you out, don't worry. Oh, she lifted her hand.
Shh. She's pushing. But I know there's one lawyer. We're not going to point her out. But anyway.
It's called Somebody I Could Sue.
Oh, and we got to practice. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
After 4, here's your note. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you might imagine anybody, some entity or group of people or a single person that you might like to say this to tonight with great vigor. All right? That might help you do it. That was good, but I think we could do better if we think about it. Okay, all right, here we go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4. Janie did it, don't blame me. I learned that when I was 3. I wouldn't play, she called me quitter. Maybe so mad I had to hit her. This happens every single time. They should arrest you for this crime. They buy a gallon of ice cream, and I eat it till my thighs would scream. When you got no one to blame but yourself, oh, you'd sure like to pin it on somebody else. There must be somebody I could sue, or somebody I could pass his buck. Do this to me all the time. Don't get you way and then you whine. So I get mad, don't talk for days. I'll show you, I'll make it pay. Why won't you just end this fight? Do it my way, do it right. Never listen to a word I have to
Somebody I could pass this buck.
Na 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 na. Passed me going way too fast and cut me off, so I hit the gas. I stuck to him close as I could. He slowed down and smashed my hood. It's not my fault, don't look at me. What a stupid place to plant a tree. I just backed up, what can I say? It was standing right there in my way.
When you got no one to blame but yourself, oh, you'd sure like to pin it on somebody else. There must be somebody I could sue, somebody I could pass his buck.
Na 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 na. Call my lawyer, life's not fair. Where's my success? Where's my share? I'm stuck down in this endless rut because no one will pick me up. The world's cutting in for me. I burned myself in hot coffee, lost my cash and Powerball. And how come you never call?
One more time.
When you got no one to blame but yourself, oh, you sure like to pin it on somebody else.
There must be somebody I could sue, somebody I could pass his buck.
Na 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 na. Somebody I could pass his buck. Na 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 na
Oh, I tell you, thank you so much.
You're good sports.
Now-
Thank you. Thanks. That's fun.
You know, these taking all your whole lives and dedicating it to playing this incredibly heavy, clumsy, beautiful, beautiful, magical sounding. I mean, they have an ethereal magic sound to them. But you know, it's like what we play, we have found over the last 50 years is not necessarily, what's the word? Financially viable. Commercially viable, yeah, that's what it is. But we do it because we love it. But now, you know, and then you go take all these lessons and you buy all these harps. Well, you know, if you actually want to make money, what's that harpy thing? Play me one. This is all you got to learn right here. It's very easy. That's where the money is, right there. That's where the money is. You just listen, detergent commercials, you know, toothpaste commercials, you listen. And these people that know how to do a glissando are all living in LA, lined up with 8x10 photos, you know. Yeah. So anyway.
All right. So I'm going to do another one.
Okay.
And then.
I'm a lazy guy. I don't mind leaving.
And then I'll get you back up here. Okay, so I'm going to do, this was, I think, the first one I learned back. I've been taking lessons since April. I thought, you know, the grant goes for a whole year, but I had to get the harp taken care of first. I had a guy, Jim Buxton, who did wonderful work regulating, restringing it, and just get it in perfect working order. So I just shaved a few months off of my year, and I'm like, oh, God, I've been playing it since April, so have pity on me. This is called Minuet in G minor. I have to have glasses. And I found out, you know, I use reading glasses for reading, and then I found out that they don't work for seeing sheet music, because when I first learned harp years ago and learned how to read music, I didn't need any glasses. Now I have to have something. Okay, Minuet in G minor. This is by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Ooh la la. It says Geneva. He must be from is that the French part of Switzerland? I'm Swiss, we should know that. Okay, I mean Swiss heritage. Okay, I gotta make sure I get all the pedals up. This is the first thing Hannah told me, make sure before you start the pedals are in the right position. G minor, so I've got a B flat, an E flat, and also have another pedal down, okay. Thank you. I'm going to switch instruments. At the beginning of the next set, Hannah's going to come up and do a duet with me, so then you can hear a real classically trained harpist. Okay, so I'm going to come over there. So we could do.
Yeah, right. Oh, I made it. I went to the doctor. Mom, no, whoop, Chuck. Sure, right. He's going back there. Chuck, yeah, okay, there I am. I went to the doctor the other day, and they did all these tests on me, you know, and they came back in the room and with these papers, and they said, "Wow, you're in great shape." I said, "Yeah, come on, you know." And they were so happy. I got happy. I was in great shape. I walked out, and I realized they were so happy because they were shocked. You know, that made sense.
When they first saw you, they expected something different.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so you know, songs are tools. You know, I mean, music. There's types of music that is made to be heard, and there are types of music that are made to be listened to. You know, and we're kind of the listen to kind of people, but one of the early listen to kind of people that realized that songs were absolute tools was this skinny guy from Okemah, Oklahoma named Woodrow Wilson Guthrie. And just living in this day and age, especially recently, we have to just redo a couple of his songs here. And this is he was great. You know, he knew they were tools. He would just absolutely commandeer a melody from an old hymn or anything. He didn't care, you know, as long as he could get his words out around the campfire in the camp there.
So you might know this one. Chuck, Chuck, Chuck.
Sing it with us.
Hang on. Nail's getting me turned on. Well, the sound system turned on. He's got a wife. He can turn
You are on.
on. We're on. Okay.
We good?
Well, I ain't got no home. I'm just a rambling around. Just a roving worker, I go down to town. When police make it hard wherever I may go, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I was working on the shares, and always I was poor. Crops I would lay into that baker's store. My man took down and died upon the cabin floor, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Well, I ain't got no home, I'm just a rambling around. Just a roving worker, I go down in town. When police make it hard wherever I may go, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. My brothers and my sisters are stranded on this road, hard and dusty road that a million feet have trod. The rich man took my home and drove me from my door, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Now as I look around, it's mighty plain to see this world is such a great and a funny place to be. As a working man stays I did that right. Cause the working man stays poor and those rich men get rich.
Well, yeah.
That's still not right.
The way it actually goes, you may have noticed in life.
We haven't done this for years.
I know. But see, the rich guy, he gets rich.
Yeah.
The working man gets poor. Right? The whole verse over here. It's a nice verse.
Now as I look around, it's mighty plain to see this world is such a great and a funny place to be. As the working man stays poor and the rich men they get rich, I ain't got no home in this world
One more
anymore.
time, everybody now. Well, I
As
ain't got
no home, I'm just a rambling around, just a roving worker. I go down to town. The police working hard wherever I may go, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore.
Well, you know, now we'll do one of Loretta's songs. We got songwriters in here, I know.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Several, I see.
Many. And one thing you find out when you're a songwriter, you know, is just because you wrote it doesn't mean you know it. It is really.
And we didn't write that, but we haven't done that Woody Guthrie song for
Yeah,
years.
but this next one we wrote, so I was thinking, well, you know, she won't mess this one up because she wrote it.
I hope
But
not.
now we just have to find out.
Now the pressure's on. You know, yeah, musicians that haven't done their songs in a while, they listen to the CD to learn it again. You know, Bob, did you do that?
Yeah, I learned it off my CD. Well, anyway, so do you remember that time? My looks were vastly improved during that. What was it called?
The pandemic.
The pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I don't like to say the
with
word.
my mask. I had several different, very stylish masks. But you know, and I was thinking during that time period, whatever you think about it, I was thinking, this is cool, man. I'm gonna like get on the couch and read like 2 novels a day, man. This is gonna be great. You know,
All this free time.
and then she comes out with this huge phone book of small writing, fix the window and stuff like that.
To-do list.
To-do phone
Well, we
book.
couldn't just waste all that time. I mean, all our concerts are canceled. You got to do something. You don't want to just waste all that time.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And then, you know, and so man, I meticulously went through this, and these are all things I remember hearing at one point in time, you know. And I did it all, and I would grab my novels, and I sat on the couch, and then she comes up with this other idea.
The end of the summer, yeah, we did a lot of organizing, cleaning and stuff, and I burnt out by the end of the summer, like the end of 2020 in the summer. I just thought, I can't do it anymore. And then I thought, oh my gosh, there's other things I need to clean out and organize in my head. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
boy.
my God. There's like a lifelong job. So I wrote this song.
We cleaned our house so much it should have stayed that way.
It should have, but it didn't. Anyway, this is called Karmic Closets.
Got to clean out your karmic closet, yeah.
I have to say, because there's some friends here from my meditation group. Do you remember Sunny that was in our group? She passed away a few years ago, and I wrote this song, and then after I wrote it, I found this little scrap of paper, and it was something Sunny had said. She said, I'm going to clean out my karmic closet, and I didn't even remember that when I wrote the song, but she put the idea in my head. This good friend of hers,
So
Sunny.
yeah, she named it before you even knew it.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the great beyond. She wrote it, I think. All right, Karmic Closet.
Yeah, got to do it.
Gotta clean out my karmic closet and do good deeds for a deposit. Throw out things I don't want to wear. Old baggage piled up everywhere. I'm gonna have to say a prayer. Lord, it's a mess in there. I got words hanging from a day when I met a car in intersection. We were there at a four-way stop. He took my turn, did not stop. Oh, the words I use that day, they still make myself blush today. I gotta clean out my karmic closet. I do good deeds for a deposit. Throw things I don't wanna wear. Old baggage piled up everywhere. I'm gonna have to say a prayer. Oh Lord, it's a mess in there. I've been walking where cobwebs still hide the things I wanted that were not mine. My friend got her a brand new car, but she became a great big star. But I'd hardly feel jealous at all. Or if Carnegie Hall would call. Gotta clean out my karmic closet. I do good deeds for a deposit. Throw things I don't wanna wear. Old baggage piled up everywhere. I'm gonna have to say a prayer. So Lord, there's a mess in there. Clean it out there, Curtis. Oh, there's lots of guilt in that closet. The folks I should have called but did not. Late night binges of chocolate and the times I did not take a stand. And I forgot my dog outside in the rain the whole night one time. I gotta clean out my karmic closet. I do good deeds for a deposit. Throw all things I don't wanna wear. Old baggage piled up everywhere. I'm gonna have to say a prayer. Oh Lord, it's a mess in there. Oh, when I get things organized, sweep it out, let in some fresh air. Walk the neighbor's dog a few times and pay for someone else in line. Well, then to polish up your shoes or swear I'll pay all my dues. Gotta clean out my karmic closet. I do good deeds for a deposit. Throw all things I don't wanna wear. Old baggage piled up everywhere. I'm gonna have to say a prayer. Oh Lord, there's a mess in there. I'm gonna have to say a prayer. Oh Lord, it's messy in there. Yeah, let's do two more and take a little break. We're not talking about you guys.
No, we're not talking about you.
Look at that guy back there. He's done that to decide what's the perfect song to do next. So the dog I left outside was our little Yorkie one time. And Jill, you guys had a little Yorkie, right? And with the long hair, it was like she looked like a little drowned rat. I felt so bad. It really wasn't all night, but you know, you had that poetic license with a song, and
She thought it was all night.
for her it was all night. And I went and found her. She was just like a drowned rat.
Song, huh?
Yeah, you got to do your dog song.
Yeah, I wrote this during that thing, you know,
The plague.
that cleaning period. Did anybody clean their house during the pandemic? I like to treasure hunt at thrift stores. It was a great time for thrift stores, man. You know, people had to put on their masks and they weren't traveling as much, but man, people were just, they were getting oodles and oodles of stuff. Oh, yeah. But now all my stuff's built back up again. Well, okay, I tell you. I have always, since I was a small child, felt sorry for people that didn't have a pet, that didn't have that kind of love. Do we have any dog lovers in here?
Where's our dog people? Oh,
All right.
Okay, cat people.
I guess cat people.
Cat people full time.
I don't
Equal time.
know.
And both.
Well, just pet love is an amazing thing. Something that humans will aspire for many more thousands of years to emulate, I believe. And so I've always felt sorry if you don't have a pet. And so I wrote this song specifically because, you know, sitting on our couch together, if we hadn't had our little Papillon to sit there between us, I just don't know if we would have made it through that period of time quite as
well.
Quite as smilingly as we did.
She's like a little buffer there between us, you know. So Curtis wrote this song.
It's called Get a Hound, but if you want to in your mind, you could change that too.
You can have a cat in there if you want.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's that far, but I mean, maybe a guinea pig or something like that.
A
I always
bird.
feel like cats just wish I was smaller, you know? No
It's like they do that thing to you.
They want to play with me. Nah, I like cats too. Get a hound. If you'll be staying home for about 2 years, with all your kids are all alone, quick get yourself to a shelter or a store and bring a dog back home. I feel sorry for those that don't have one, or maybe even two. For everyone alive deserves true love, even politicians do. Love at first sight, unconditional love, companions brave and true, bodies for life with no aggregate, loyal and true blue. Well, maybe you can't see or hear or taste or have no sense of smell. Well, a dog can help you with these things and save you when you fall into a well. Or maybe you need a security guard or a nurse when you fall ill, or a psychiatrist there beside your own couch, and a dog will not send you a bill. Love at first sight, unconditional love, companion brave and true, bodies for life with no aggregate, loyal and true. Take it for a walk now. Well, there's dachshunds and dalmatians, chihuahuas and Great Danes, Scooby-Doo, Pluto and Snoopy. There are bulldogs for Churchill and corgis for the Queen, and a lucky mongrel mutt that looks like me. From hundreds of breeds you can select, or a mongrel mutt or mix. All the ladies will cry cheap when you take your walk in the park. Dog can really help you pick up
Sticks.
There's a Lassie and a Toto and a Rin Tin Tin, waiting for you at the pound, at the animal shelter or a good pet store. Go get yourself a hound. Go get yourself a hound.
Go get yourself a hound.
Go
Get a hound. Meow.
We're gonna do one more on the banjo here, and oh, you're in
And take
for
a
a treat
break.
after that. But oh, you could be in for a treat as soon as we finish this song, because right over there is like, I mean, a universal treat unit right over there. You could just go over there.
Yeah, they're gonna
Treat
open that
yourself.
back up, I think, during intermission, yeah. Ginkgo has been so good to us over the years. I remember when they first opened, I don't remember the year, the 90s. And Kathy Sundberg has owned it that whole time, and she's not couldn't be here tonight, but what a wonderful place. They've been supportive of us for all these years. We've played here so many times. We like Ginkgo, a big hand. So we love to come here and listen to music. Sometimes they have tip nights where you just put tips in, and there's background music, you're more background music because they're serving coffee and stuff, but they have them turn off the coffee machines and stuff, and they put this curtain back behind us, and it's just, it's so special.
A great open stage. Open stages are a huge benefit to the community and to musicians themselves.
And that reminds me, we should thank our sound man, Neil Dimmick, right there.
Neil
Put your hand up, Neil. Because you still host the open stage, don't you?
I do.
And when is it? Is it
First and third Wednesday.
first and third Wednesdays of the month? He'll be here hosting the open stage. It's a great thing.
Your guitar, your story.
When we were starting out, we played a lot of open stages, and it's just such great practice for getting stage time, getting used to using microphones and playing in front of people. So it's a great service, really. What are we doing?
We got a grant to do, let's do Wilmer.
Okay.
Yes, we haven't done this in years. Yeah, we really haven't done this. But I don't know, I'm just feeling like playing this song tonight for whatever reason.
So who remembers the story of the Wilmer 8? I bet the Warners do, because you're up in that area in St. Cloud. Wilmer is this little town, central Minnesota, and back in the 1978, there was a bank, and all the women were tellers, the men were all managers, and so they would keep bringing men in and have the women train him in, and then he would be the manager and get paid twice as much. So finally, these women
Of course,
fought
they're
back.
Minnesotans. It happened 3 times.
Yeah,
You know.
and finally they went, oh, this again. So finally they went into the owner's office, and Curtis would play the bank manager.
Typecast.
You should have a tie on, Curtis. And didn't get any satisfaction there. So they went out on strike, and as if you they're old enough to remember this, they were on strike for a year and a half through the worst winter ever. It was just freezing cold, and then in the summer, and it was just horrible. And so this is their story, the Wilmer 8. We've met a lot of these women. I think 6 of them are still living, and I interviewed one of them and wrote this song, but we've met most of the rest. And what amazing
spent
women.
time with amazing ladies. It was a lot of fun. And my quote, my line in the song is an actual quote from the bank president. I really feel sorry for this dude. I mean, even back then, I think he just wasn't thinking.
He was so politically incorrect.
But this was the first bank strike in the United States of America. Happened here in Minnesota, and we used to say to the audience it happened in '78, and then we had young ladies would come up and go, "Oh boy, 1878, back then, you know."
Things were tough. I'm like, no.
You know.
1978.
So anyway, this is a ballad of the Wilmer 8, or We Are Equal, you know. And we haven't played it in a long time.
Yes, there's a documentary about that
yeah.
you can find, I think, online. And
They're on lists of, of the most 100 important things that happened in the 20th century. And a lot of people in Minnesota don't know.
Yeah, amazing.
Cool people.
Glennis heard the women talking in the vault one day. The bank just hired another man at nearly twice the pay. We're supposed to train him in and teach him all we know. Then he will be a manager just like it always goes. Wilmer was a little farm town, they weren't feminists. But this is just plain wrong, they said to that bank president.
We are not all equal. You know, men need to earn more so they can take girls out on dates.
His words just left them floored. Glennis and the other 7 formed their own union. In '77 they went on strike. It was Bank Local 1. Journalists and TV cameras came to investigate. In Minnesota, bitter cold, they were the Wilmer 8. From across the country, across the world, letters came from women and from girls. The whole globe is watching you. It's starting. on, you must. We will sing, it must be told. We are all equal, you know. Glennis wore a snowmobile suit as she walked the line. Her eyelashes kept freezing shut, a record winter time. Snow nor heat nor summer heat, now nothing let them down. Lots of folks that give it up, we want peace in this town. They survived on 5s and 10s from folks who wrote thank you. When Glennis was flat broke, she said, I don't know what I'll do. She put her head down in her hands and Terrence said softly, well, I can help you out this week, next time it could be me. From across the country, across the world, letters came from women and from girls. The whole globe is watching you. It's starting now to improve. You are doing this for all of us. Please don't stop, keep on, you must. We will sing, it must be told. We are all equal, you know. Nearly 1 year and a half they walked the picket line. A judge ruled it was over and they lost in 79. A woman from another bank said it's better since your strike. Glennis said, then we have won. You can't lose when you're right. Doris, Shirley, Sandy, and Irene, Glennis, Terrence, Sylvia, and Jane. The whole globe is watching you. It's starting now to improve. You are doing this for all of us. Please don't stop, keep on, you must. We will sing, it must be told. We are all equal, you know. We are all equal, you know.
Okay, so we're going to take a little break and get yourself something good.
Yeah, I want to say too, they lost their case, but they really helped the wheels of history go ahead, and they really helped women's cause, even though it didn't help them directly.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, and really they got cards from all over the world, and that's what they said kept them going, that and the camaraderie between the 8 of them.
And, you know, and they stood in one spot in front of the bank. Those people really shouldn't have, you know, dropped Calmander on that spot where
They did
sat
in the
every
summer.
night, you know.
They did all
Anyway,
kind of nasty
it's
things.
a long story. Check them out. Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll take a break, and we got CDs over here and an email list. Please come and sign up. We'll let you know when we're playing back in the area. And we do have surveys too, because this is for a grant, so we have to evaluate our performance. So if you liked it or didn't like it, put that down on your survey. And my sister's going to hand those out, so if you could fill those out. That's just a couple.
Minnesota is a scary place to do surveys, boy.
Yeah, people are usually pretty nice.
Minnesotans can be pretty rough on you, you know.
But thanks
The
for
Tennessee
coming.
Olympics, you know, just write 10.
Yeah, it's just a couple questions.
Check. Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you who have stayed, the Second Set Club. We appreciate it. Not an egg has been thrown yet tonight. I am a bit concerned.
They're too nice.
I am, what's the word? Fear of being upstaged is about to happen. Yes, indeed. I give you, what's the name of your band? The Angels 2
Do
or
we have a
something
band
like
name
that?
now? I can
Band
use
names are the worst.
Angel.
All right. Loretta Simonet and Hannah Flowers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, her harp's on. Can you turn her voice mic on? Because she probably has words of wisdom about the harp. So I got this grant, and when you do a grant, you put in all the details of what you're going to spend and what you're going to do and who you're going to do it with and stuff. And I asked Hannah if she would be my teacher. She's got all kind of degrees and awards and stuff in harp. And she's amazing, just amazing person. So she's in my grant, and so we worked out one duet together. And she says I'm doing okay.
Loretta's doing great. Well, I just have to say that for those of you who don't play harp or an instrument like this, like what Loretta set out to do is, you know, the kind of thing that I went to college for 4 years to learn how to do. You know, I had 4 years in college to figure out how to go from this to that. And yeah, to set out in 1 year to do it is like very courageous. And
crazy.
I just, like Loretta's doing absolutely fantastic. And it's a wonderful thing to see, you know, to have an instrument that's as old as this one in such wonderful working order. And to learn how to play it is just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, she's been a great teacher. You don't really remind me. My first teacher, my sister and I took piano lessons. Remember Sister Reginald? St. Mary's in Stillwater.
She was not like me, to be clear.
No. She was an okay teacher, I guess. I learned something, but she would like push your fingers down on the keys, and I just thought, why is this helping me? And then at recitals, that's really reminded me of being in a recital tonight. I was always, normally when we play, I don't have stage fright, but tonight I kind of do. And but recitals I always did at St. Mary's. And then at the end, remember she made us curtsy at the end of the recital? And every time she'd yell at me at the end, you didn't curtsy right. I'm like, so you're not going to make me curtsy, right?
No, that's right.
All right, so we are going to do...
I had to talk Loretta into letting me play with her.
Oh, no, because it makes me sound so good. So this is Welsh, right? The Ash Grove. Okay, now I have to double check. This is part of my lessons. Double check your pedals and make sure what pedal change you're going to be doing. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of it. So Hannah said, let's do a duet, and I said, I don't know if 2 concert harps will fit on the Ginkgo stage. So she brought her small
Yes.
one. But she's so dedicated to her students. She's performed all the time and also teaches a lot at the Irish Center for Music at Celtic Junction. And she offered to come to our house and help load up the harp because I was so afraid we wouldn't be able to get it in the car. There's like a special case and a dolly you have to, and we have a lot of steps going down from our house. So she came and helped us.
All these years, she's actually a nervous wreck about a show. I haven't seen that in
I know. It reminds me of sister.
To be fair, the steps were a little
Reminds me of
scary.
piano lessons. They were, good for you. Okay, so I'm going to do one before we get Curtis back up here, I'm going to do one called The Bells of St. Mary's. This is a beautiful, beautiful song. Remember that movie with Bing Crosby, The Bells of St. Mary's? But I don't think it was written for that movie because this says it came out in 1917. And I think that movie was from the 40s, so. All right, now I got to double check. Oh my God. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to talk to myself. So is this shining in your face, you guys? Am I good? Okay. The Bells of St. Mary's. This is by A. Emmett Adam. I know in classical music you're supposed to announce all these people. I always wondered why, with concert harp, they got that wonderful, so this is a glissando when you do like this, up or down. But with concert harp, with lever harp, you can't do that cool, wiry kind of sound, and it's because you got like two of the same notes, right? So like when I do this thing, I've got, so you got some of the same notes repeated, and that's why you can do that on a concert harp. So I think that's one reason I wanted to play concert harp. You can't do that on a lever harp. It just doesn't work. So anyway, all right. Thank you. And I'm not going to curtsy, sorry.
No, you really don't.
They're way
You're
over.
actually reading that, or you're just faking it?
Oh my God, no, I'm reading. I don't know. It's really simple. It's a real simple piece. When I first, Hannah found it for me. She got it out of her music, and then I ordered a copy. And so she just sat down and played it for me. She said, "Do you want to hear this?" It's like, I don't know if you'd ever even played it before. She said, "Oh, see, people like that, they can just like sight read. They just look at it." I'm like, I've been playing this, I don't know, for months. All right, so what are we doing for this? Oh, let's do one I wrote. Do you want to do that? Home and Young? Oh, okay, yeah. Should we do an Irish one and then
One
we'll
of
do
yours.
another?
Yeah, our version of an old Irish song is called A Health to the Company. This is actually from about early 1806, something like that. And it was a farewell bar song. And it was literally written for the English, Indian, people that made the blankets.
Hudson Bay?
Hudson Bay, yeah. Except the English, that old English company from 1806, it's very famous. Everybody knows the name of it. So I won't even bother to say it. but old ballads are very much open to interpretation. This was actually called A Health to the Company, literally the company. The Hudson, name's going to come to me. But I've always sung it to the people in the audience, you being our good company, A health to you all. Because, money's great, prosperity, all those things are very nice tools, but above all, health. We wish you good health above all. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may all like never, all meet here again. Kind friends and companions, come join in my rhyme and lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for we may all like never, all meet here again. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for we may all like never, all meet here again.
In harbor, she's ready to sail. I wish you safe passage past doldrums and gales, and there we should meet again on land or on sea. I will always remember your kindness to me.
So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for we may all like never, all meet here again. My footsteps may falter, my wit it might fail.
My cause may be challenged by November gales.
Ere fortune shall prove to be friend or be foe, you will always be with me wherever I go. My health to you all. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for we may all like never, all meet here again. A health to you all.
Thank you. I love that line, we never all meet here again, because really every time we play somewhere, it's always going to be a different crowd every time. It will never be exactly the same, so it's so special.
I like the line, I've said it to people that I feel this line is very profound. That all drink from one glass. And I've had people go, ick!
Not since the pandemic.
And then I've had people go, oh yeah, man, that's really what we're doing here, isn't it? So, anyway. many
planet.
interpretations of these ballads.
Yeah, we got just one
We
planet.
got to thank Owen Fife he's the first person we heard play that. And now, of course, it doesn't sound anything like the traditional version, really, but we like it.
It's our own version. So
All
we're gonna do a song that I wrote during the pandemic, or maybe right after.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a song I wrote about a good friend of ours, Peter Razor, an American Indian man, and just
I love
he went
beautiful
through all
people.
kinds of intense stuff. It's a whole long story, but anyway, growing up in an orphanage, it was a lot of abuse and stuff. And then he grew up and became this wonderful, giving person. He just wasn't mean at all, ever. You'd think he would be, but anyway, so during COVID, his daughter called me up and said, he's got COVID, he's probably not going to make it. He was like really, really old and really sick, and I just was so sad, and I sat down and started writing this song, and I thought, it's not only for him, but for everybody that's touched us in some way. And I wrote this song, and then a couple days later, she wrote me and said, he's fine. He came out of he lived to like 92. He just died like a year or two ago. So this is kind of for him and kind of for all of us. Called
Yeah, he was an abandoned baby, half Ojibwe and half Finnish. He grew up in Owatonna, in the old orphanage there, and he had the worst deal because he was part Indian,
Yeah, a lot of
And,
abuse.
and we knew him for years and traveled with him some. He had written some award-winning books, and it's like every year we find out something different. Like, he was like a traveling world class. He didn't find out he was Ojibwe until he was 40, and we're not even doing a song, but he was a hoop dancer. He won. Somebody said, he won a bronze star in Korea. No, he won 3 bronze stars.
Yeah, and he would never tell us what they were for.
He would they were just in the mood to give them out that day.
He was so humble, just amazing.
He was wonderful. You got to catch his song if you don't have that CD.
There's a lot about him online. You can check him out. Peter Razor.
Yeah.
Razor, like a razor blade.
And what is this song?
It's called Home in You.
All right.
Ready? When all the world is ripped apart and light can chase away the dark, when peace cannot find a way through, I always find my home in you. When time decides the race is run and takes away our dearest ones, when prayer is all that's left to do, I always find my home in you. You take me and you make things right, and
Show me hope is right inside, just like the bird flies straight and true. I always find my home in you.
When every door is closed up tight, and I am locked out in the night, and when the cold just cuts right through, I always find my home in you. When there is nothing left in store, the wolf is howling at the door, when it seems I can't make it through, I always find my home in you. You take me and you make things right,
You show me hope is right in sight, just like the bird flies straight and true. I always find my home in you.
When all the world is still and bright, we gaze upon the calm starlight. I know there is no love more true. I always find my home in you. You take me and you make things right. You show me hope is right in sight, just like the bird flies straight and true. I always find my home in you. You take me and you make things right.
You show me hope is right in sight, just like the bird flies straight and true. I always find my home in you.
Just like the bird flies straight and true, I always find my home in you.
that to me, of course.
It's for everyone. I
And
don't
she
know.
writes these these beautiful ethereal songs. And she goes, oftentimes she says, I'm going to write you a love song, you know. And then she starts writing it, and for the first 2 lines, I'm going, oh, cool. And then I start getting suspicious the more lines she writes. Yeah, I don't know. Just it always seems to me to go from me to God. You know, it's just like, I guess that's kind of a compliment. I don't know. What are we doing? Oh yeah, hey, do hard times? Or you go?
I was going to do this. Yeah, I've got one more that I'm going to do.
I am a lazy guy. I'm enjoying this concert. It's like I play a couple songs and just float off, have a cookie. No, I can't eat cookies. I'm playing harmonica.
That'll be good. All right, I'm going to do one more. This is one you probably recognize, and I found this in this book by Johann Sebastian Bach. So I bet you've heard this one. You've heard it? Yeah, I've heard it. All right. Let's see. I need my pedals. I remember when I first started. Do you guys remember when you first started playing harp? We have another harpist back here too, and I had to have my seat just right. I'd sit down and I'd be going, I'd just squirming around. That's the word. And then I had to have a white sheet over it because you're looking through the strings. With guitar and stuff, you don't really have to look, but harp, we were looking through the strings. And the worst. This is a true story among harpists. If there's carpet with lines going just a little bit different than the ones through the strings, so I always we'd go play gigs and I'd have to have a white sheet there. I'd still do when we would go record. I'd bring a white sheet so I can just look at something. Striped carpet, yeah, especially if they're just a little bit.
Black velvet works better.
Black velvet's better than white sheet. Oh, I have to remember that. I'll have to save up and buy a big sheet of velvet. Brandy said that.
Expensive than a sheet to me.
That's a little white sheet. All right, let's see. I got to get my feet on the right pedal here. So I got my pedals in the right place, but then you got to. If there's a pedal change during the song, then you get your. This is a really good tip Hannah taught me to have your foot ready on that pedal. All right, okay. And so when you get into it, thank you. 9 or something. I don't know what time is it. 9 or something.
Gosh, we're getting
Oh, it's 5 to 9. I don't know. They're probably gonna kick us out.
Yeah.
I should have asked if anybody knows the minuet. They can dance the minuet.
Hey, what time do you want to kick us off?
He doesn't work here. We should ask the people here. I think we can play a few more. We're good.
Yeah, let's play a few more. We just keep playing. Not an egg has been thrown, so it's like.
But who could afford eggs? Who could afford to throw an egg?
Eggs
So
are
they've
cheap.
come down a little bit. But,
Yeah,
but let's
they come
do.
down.
Should we do
They'll
one
come
more on
down.
harp? Let's do one more on harp.
All
Or
right.
no?
Let's do what is it? Okay. Beauty of the Sun. Oh, do Beauty of the Sun. That's fine.
Okay.
Take your pick. How about that?
Oh, let's do hard times because
We'll do
it's
this.
so pregnant. We'll do this and then we'll do a couple on guitar. And
We were just in Europe, and we were there back in 1979. We camped out everywhere. We traveled for 5.5 months, all over Europe with a Euro pass for
Back in
$1,250 in our pocket. we were wetbacks in Holland. We
Yeah, we
picked
were.
tulips. We ran out of money, and we had to get in a windowless truck and go to the tulip fields. And we finally made it back, but this time we got to play in Scotland for an old Scottish folk
Yeah, the
club.
Dunfermline Folk Club.
And then we played at a really beautiful, amazing public music school in Belgium. They have these amazing things. Any town of any size has a music
Music and art school.
Yeah, an
A
art school.
government run in all these small towns.
And we actually played on the stage, and we didn't bring instruments. We met
borrowed
them.
instruments.
The harp people in the world took care of her like it's beautifully. Me, it's like, oh man. People brought me guitars without bridges on them. And at this concert,
He's
and
a
this
guitar
was
snob. He's got to have the best.
no, just playable. That's all I was looking for. But this was like an auditorium, and we had a choir. There were students at the school on one side, and then an orchestra. There was cellos, and there were violins and violas and hurdy-gurdies and
Recorders.
nickel harpins.
But we didn't have a rehearsal or anything. We just they had rehearsed the video that we have.
They chose this
They
song,
wanted to do Hard Time.
and it made me feel better that somebody else in the world would choose Hard Times.
Yeah, so it was
We
beautiful.
recorded this, I think, about 40 years ago.
Hard Times. I know some of you know this, so help sing.
This is a timeless, for better or worse, American song by Stephen Foster. Let us pause in life's pleasure and count the many tears. Let us all sup sorrow with the more. 'Tis our song that will linger forever in our ears. No hard times come again no more as a prayer. 'Tis our song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis our sigh that is echoed across the lonely wave. 'Tis a gale that is heard upon the shore. 'Tis our dirge to be murmured around the lowly grave. No hard times come again no more. 'Tis our song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis our sigh that is echoed across the lonely wave. 'Tis a gale that is heard upon the shore. 'Tis our dirge to be murmured around the lowly grave. No hard times come again no more. 'Tis our song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more. No hard times come again no more. All right, we have time for a couple more here, so yeah, let Loretta through.
I'm gonna put my pedals back. You always put your pedals in the farthest up position so they have the least tension on them.
Oh, you're so neat and proper.
Yes.
Hey, that one's not up.
Isn't it? Uh-oh.
Points for me. Yeah.
When you gave her lessons, did Curtis have to leave?
I've had people say, oh, that's it's kind of a sad song, Hard Times. I'm like, to me it is the happiest song ever, because I just see these, no more hard times. It's just, I don't know, I just imagine.
It is very helpful
Wonderful
when
times.
people sing it. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to do this song. We haven't done this in a long time either, but I just felt like these songs. Another Woody Guthrie song. When I was very young, I grew up in Dallas. So what did I do? I left as soon as I could. You know, I was like 14 the first time I left, and lived on a hippie commune. But then I got a little older, and I saved up $300, and I went to Hawaii, and I lived there for 5 years. In trees and, just a, total beach jungle bum, you might say. And it was, in retrospect, it was certainly wonderful. I learned a lot, that's for sure. But, back then, airport security was very much different. You could buy, people would fly to Hawaii and they would buy a round trip ticket and they wouldn't want to go back. So, 2 days before the flight, you could buy a ticket. I did it 2 or 3 times for like $10, and you could, if your name was Julie, they didn't care, Oh, hi, Julie, okay, get on the plane, you have a ticket.
You can buy somebody else's ticket.
But what I would do, just for something different to do, I would hitchhike, usually from San Francisco, one time from LA, and go all the way up to the Okanagan Valley and pick fruit. And so you would get up there and, and it would just, they're picking all this fruit. Now you got winos and you got hobos and you got folk musicians, and, but the people, the professionals are the people that come up from Mexico, and a lot of these little orchards, they have like Spanish lessons and English lessons at night, and it's just a beautiful thing. Now the corporation orchards, you learn to avoid real quick. The first time I went up there, it was unfortunately election year for the county sheriff, and this pretty much happened every year. And so right at the time that last apple came off of the tree, the police would show up in great force and make a big show. They have cameras, take pictures. They would, bust all these people from Mexico, take their money, and haul them away, and this has been going on for 100 years, more than 100 years,
But they waited until the fruit was picked.
Oh yeah, the fruit always got picked first. And Woody Guthrie, I learned this song outside of one of those picking shacks, and I have changed it some because I didn't actually memorize the whole thing right, but it's pretty accurate. It's a Woody Guthrie song called Plane Wreck at Los Gatos, or Deportee. So if you know the words, sing along. Woody Guthrie heard on the radio, he said, a big plane load of deportees just went down in Los Gatos Canyon. No, he heard the big plane had gone down. Big news, and then they came back on the radio and said, it's just a plane load of deportees.
Big deal.
So anyway,
So he wrote this song.
Well, the crops are all in, and the peaches are up. The oranges are packed in their creosote dumps. They're flying us back to the Mexican border. They take all our money, we'll way back again. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have no name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportee. Well, my father's own father, he waded that river. They took all the money he'd made from his toil. He worked in your orchards, he slaved on your farmland. He rode them big trucks till he laid down and died. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus and Maria. be deported. Well, the sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. Was a fireball of lightning and it shook all our hills. And who are these friends? They're all scattered like dry leaves. The radio said, well, they're just deportees. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have no name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deported. Now is this the best way to grow our big orchards and treat our close neighbors from old Mexico? And the land of the brave and the home of the free, all we will call them will be deported. Let's do it in English. Goodbye to my John, goodbye to my Rosie, goodbye to my friends, oh Jesus and Mary. You won't have no name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deported. Yeah. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have no name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deported. And all they will call you will be deported. We'll end up with one. Let these good folks shut down, and I hope you gave them a tip. I'm going to, if I remember. Will you remind me?
I'll remind you, yes.
I'm going to buy one of those cups too. Yeah,
cool.
That's what I'm going to do.
Get Ginkgo cups?
You know,
Oh, the great big ones.
and this is because I love this place. Believe me, if you're a folk musician, if cups with logos on them and T-shirts were $5 bills, we'd be rich. You know, after playing, you know that,
All these venues
playing
and
all these,
festivals and
beautiful,
stuff.
Heartfelt run radio stations. We just don't care. All those places, say, yeah, they can't pay you, but they can give you a cup or a T-shirt sometime. Well, they used to be able to, not so much anymore.
Pencils, we have pencils from WDCB Radio in Chicago. You got from
So I need one more cup, though.
you need more cups.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
do.
We're gonna end up with all right, we'll end up with the banjo one. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. It's so nice to see you all. I'm going to give you a hand. It's been a crazy week. I have to say, we're not going to do anything political, but it's been a crazy week. And
We're not going to do anything political. Let's
No.
dedicate this song to somebody. This is an old-timey call and answer song called Hand Me Down My Walking Cane. Who shall we dedicate it to?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. He thinks I can read his
We
mind.
used to do this all the time, to that guy, Women's Vote.
What?
The guy,
Women folk, the radio?
vote,
Vote.
vote.
What's he talking about?
Okay, now, does anybody know the name Harry?
Oh, he wants me to do a little history lesson. Okay. Curtis and I have been together for 48 years, been married for 38.
She usually
And
is
he
connected.
thinks I can read his mind, but I can't, except sometimes.
Yeah,
So-
she pretends she can sometimes.
Oh, well, sometimes I can. So here's a little history lesson. Does anybody remember this name from history? Harry Byrne. Especially women, he was very important for us. Back in 1920, women got the right to vote finally. But, women and men too had been working on it for decades and decades. And finally, 1920, they passed the 19th Amendment. It was passed by the U.S. Congress and Senate, but it had to go to each state and be ratified. It had to have 36 yeses from 36 states. So Minnesota said yes right away. Yay, Minnesota. And some states said no, and it came down to what would be the 36th yes, and it was the state of Tennessee. And that morning of the vote, everybody knew that half of the men in the House of Representatives there were for it and half were against it. There was one man that couldn't decide. He was on the fence, and his name was Harry Byrne. And that morning, his mother, Feb Byrne, wrote him a note, and it said, "Dear Harry, listen to your mama and vote for the ladies." And he did. Seriously, he did. And Feb and Harry changed history.
It just so happens that now a lot of these old American ballads, they have, they deal with questionable issues. I mean, horrible things happen, but it happens for a reason, to lead to the end of the ballad where some profound lesson may be passed on, because of all of this chaos and unfortunate things that happen. And I love this. I say this all over Minnesota, North and South. I say, I think everyone in the country, everyone, even today, those 150-year-old song, can agree with the lesson of the song, which is, I should have listened to what my mama said. So sing it with us. Hand me down the walking cane. Train, all my sins I'll take it away. Goes wrong, hand me down. Hand me down. That jug of corn. That jug of corn. Hand me down. Hand me down. That jug of corn. That jug of corn. Well, hand me down that jug of corn. I have time, sure as you're born. All my sins I'll take it away. And I went to jail.
And I went to jail.
Well, I had too much.
Had too much.
And I went to jail.
And I went to jail.
Well, I had too much and I went to jail. Nobody came to go my bail. All my sins were taken away. Well, the beans was hard.
The beans was hard.
And the meat was fat.
And the meat was fat.
Well, the beans was hard.
The beans was hard.
And the meat was fat.
And the meat was fat.
Well,
the beans was hard and the meat was fat. Lord, I couldn't eat nothing like that. All my sins are taken away. I wish I'd listened.
What Mama said.
What Mama said.
Well, if I listened.
If I listened.
What Mama said.
What Mama said.
Well, if I listened what Mama said, I'd be sleeping in a feather bed. All my sins are taken away. Here we go now. Hand me down.
Hand me down.
My walking cane.
My walking cane.
Hand me down.
Hand me down.
My walking cane.
My walking cane.
Well, hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna ride that midnight train, and all my sins are taken away. There they go. Well,
all my sins are taken away.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Ride home careful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The boy looking at me.
Thank you, Ginkgo. Thank you, Neil, for doing sound. And thank you to all the, we have several volunteers here tonight helping, doing tickets and selling CDs, taking photographs. So thank you for all the volunteers. Thank you for all the good everybody does.
A lot of ice out there. Be careful.